Welcome back, YouTube, to OUE. Specifically, hiding on the E. Cause we're talking about entertainment, we're talking about TV reviews, or yes, TV reviews. As I said in the first episode of The Boys, I was going to do not a season finale, but a full season 2 review. And just got through watching season 2 finale, episode 8. It went out with a bang, and it leaves a lot of unanswered things. But as I'm gonna try my best to go back and go through all 8 episodes and remember the highlights of the thing, so let's get into it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, share. I forgot about that. I really appreciate all the love that you will show on this video. Starting off from the first episode of the season, they come back. The boys are missing Butcher. Butcher is still off in the wind. We really don't know, as the viewers of the show, what happened between Butcher, Homelander, his wife Becca, and their son Ryan. I did not notice it in the beginning, or when they started showing the kid again. It is not the same kid from the season finale, but that's not here nor there. It's kind of if you didn't pay attention to that much or do any reading like I did, you would have noticed that. But we really didn't get to find out what happened to him until like episode 3, maybe episode 3. But the boys, Huey, Mother's Milk, Frenchie, and Kimiko, they try to do things the boys' way without Butcher for a while. Huey at the beginning tried to step up and be the leader of sorts. And they were living in the basement of some type of store. I forget what type of store it was. It's an insignificant thing, maybe not. I don't know. And that's the thing I will say. I never read the comics. This is my watching season 1 and season 2 is my first. Probably like a lot of you, unless you're a diehard comic book fan. If you are, hey man, I would say send me some, but y'all ain't got my residence or anything like that. But they starts out there. They had, I think they get something from no. Before that, they tried unsuccessfully to come up with a way to get all the wrongdoings of Vi out. I'm stumbling here because I can't figure out the word that I want to say. But anyway, so they went to Raina. They tried to contact Raina, and they found, this is when the time they thought they found the, what it is, super terrorist. Yes, they didn't, super villain. Homelander wanted to call them super villains. I understand. But they thought they had a thing on that Vought was creating super villains, super terrorists to have Homelander and the 7 combat them. They tried to have, and she had already been doing some inclination, had some inquiries. Then her head popped off. Now that was a big thing because that continued to happen later on through the seasons, throughout the episode. Well, a couple episodes in the season where people heads just magically blow up, and we don't really find out until. I'm glad we did. We really did. We found out in the last episode, 3-4 minutes of the episode, and it came with a big reveal because you were wondering who is it, or was it somebody for Vought? Mostly for me, I thought it was somebody for Vought, but it wasn't. Cause I was thinking maybe that was the Carlo. I don't know. It is Giancarlo Esposito. I thought it was maybe him. Maybe he had a superpower and nobody really didn't know about it. But no, it wasn't him. He just a regular old human being. I think in episode, I forget what episode she was in then, so I'm not gonna speak on it. But they introduced the new superhero. They introduced a couple of new superheroes. No, some of them, a bunch of them really didn't stick. But the ones that did was I think the woman's actress name is Ava Cash. She played Stormfront. She did a great job. And I said in the first episode that the dude who plays Homelander is very good at his job. I know some people saying they want him to play Wolverine. I wouldn't mind. I seen a screenshot of it. But Wolverine is one of my favorite X-Men characters. Probably favorite Marvel character. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But I thought that she did a good job. I thought that she did an even excellent job when her and Homelander was together. When we get towards the end of this thing, we'll talk about what happened in the last final episode. They introduce what is it, Firelight? Or no, it's Lamplight. I just looked it up, and it's played by Sean Ashmore, which is funny because in the X-Men, speaking of X-Men, he played Iceman in the X-Men movies, the original, not the second remake or whatnot. We also saw like the beginning of what is it, A-Train? Yes, because remember in the second to last episode in the first season, that he kind of like had a heart thing. So we seen him miraculously make a comeback. He's still dealing with that heart thing though. That's the thing. You also in this season you had to. Well, yeah. Also, you dealt with Homelander still coming to terms with killing Mallory. I think her name is Mallory, the woman he used to like drink her breast milk. He still got a weird fetish about that. I don't know, but I think that like it shows how he is. Like throughout the season, I thought that they would. I think that's the point they were trying to get across. That Homelander is probably the strongest superhero. He basically based off of Superman, but he's very needy. He needs the attention, and he wants something, I guess, of his, because he was a tech subject and he really didn't have any friends or family or people surrounding him. So it was easy for Stormfront when she finally came there. Actually, he kind of hated her. I can't believe he didn't kill her at the first beginning of the thing, but eventually she grew on him in a way that he was okay, because they were basically the same. They were mostly, I won't say they were the same, because I would think that she had different motives than he did. Cause he just wanted to be loved and wanted all the attention. Whether she was, when you get to that part, I forget what part, you start to realize that no, she is like a Nazi, and she's a bigot and a racist. She's all the bad things that come with race and things like that. She was all of those. And she was married to, I think she was married to Hitler. Or was she? I don't really remember. I think she was married to a scientist. No, she was married to a scientist that did work on her, and that little old lady that she said was her mother was actually her daughter. That really wasn't too much. Also, throughout the season, Huey and Starlight relationship had basic ups and downs. Like at the beginning of the season, it didn't really look like they was on a good thing, but I didn't think that they was on. I didn't think they were gonna be in a kind of a rocky relationship at the end of season 1, but at the beginning of season 2, they were in a rocky relationship, and it went up and down. I think at the end of season 2, they are on good terms. They are actually, I guess, officially in a relationship. If you would say, I think so. They also introduced this woman, Victoria, I think it's Newman. She was a congressman, who was working hard to expose all the dirty secrets of Vought. We actually finally, they introduced Compound V in the first season. They finally exposed it in the second season, and it really didn't do anything. It didn't really have an effect. Like it didn't. It really didn't have an effect like I thought it was. But I think that was the whole grand scheme of it. Like for it not to be such a big thing. But you would think that would be like a really big thing, and it would be like. But they kind of. The Vought did a good job of coming out on top of it and stopping it. They uncovered the secrets of Stormfront. I said that she was a Nazi, and then she actually played another superhero that was like wearing an American flag, which will be crazy to see when season 3 comes, because they had got Jensen Ackland. He plays Dean from Supernatural, and he will kind of be somewhat like the same, not the same character as her, but it seems like they will be a lone running superhero. I want to see how that works out. Stormfront, of course not Stormfront, but Homelander made a key. He kept trying to make, I guess, some not attachment, but rekindling with his kid. It didn't work out, like I said, in like the first, I think it was the first two episodes, one episode where he tossed the kid off. Like, he tried to basically make him a superhero off the jump, and that didn't work out. Like, it was clear that that kid wasn't like him. Like, even he wasn't like him. He had to be made into that, I guess, jerk. I guess, so, because there were parts of it where you can see that, no, he truly cared, but at the same time, he's still a jerk. But he tried to somewhat be a good father, but him adding Stormfront to the situation wasn't a good idea. It really wasn't a good idea. Butcher finally did something good on, like, not bad, but good, but he actually did good on, because midway through the season, he finally found out where his wife was, and he was going to take her and leave her. Then he was like, I just want you can keep the kid. And anybody watching at that point when that happened, like, before that even came out of his mouth, you knew that wasn't going to happen. She had been living with that boy for I don't know how many years, that her kid, and you ain't leaving your kid for no, but, and he did a good thing with that. Towards the end, he redeemed himself from being an ass. I feel he redeemed himself. I thought that towards the end, he was gonna, basically, I'm gonna review the whole season, but I also review the final episode, because it's really hard for me to do a full review. I know I'm 11 minutes in, but hey, I gotta do it. Because they had a part where Homelander and Stormfront, I put the names together. There's Homelander, Homefront. I'm gonna put them together, and they basically took the kid after episode 7. They came and told the kid all the truth. Homelander lied to Becca and told her that he wasn't gonna take the kid, or not. He was gonna withhold telling her the truth, and then 5 seconds later, he went and told the boy the truth. They stormed off, but then again, after that, the kid realized that being here with my dad that I don't know like that, and this other woman who trying to pose as my mother, don't really feel good. I want to go home. So they took the boy to the cabin, and after that, well, first of all, when they took the kid, what did they thought? They just thought the woman was just gonna sit there and not try to find a way to get him mad. She did. She a lot of stuff about the season that I'm happy about, that it isn't based off the comic book, but some things have changed. And I did know that his wife Becca was gonna die eventually, but in the comic books she dies because Homelander kills her, and they don't have a kid in the comic book. So that is a new wrinkle, and I was wondering, like, how would that want to work. And I also know some further things, like, hopefully they don't happen. Like, Butcher is supposed to kill Mother's Milk. I didn't like that when I read it. I was like, hopefully that doesn't happen. And it probably still could happen. It's only season 2, we're going to season 3. Season 3 already greenlit. They had a big fight between Kimiko, Lady Maeve, Stormfront, and Starlight. I mean, all of them beat the hell out of Stormfront. Had her leaving, running, chasing her tail, trying to kill Becca, because they basically came back, took the kid back, did some little scrambling. That was a nice fight scene, and I forgot about it. The Kimiko is kind of, I won't say she's immortal, but basically she's immortal, because she got a neck snap, and she popped right back up like a couple seconds later and started wailing on Stormfront. I don't know. Then after that, like I said, she ran away from the 3-woman butt whipping. She wasn't that bad. She was real tough throughout. She was real. I mean, I guess that was true villain tactics or whatever, because she was real tough for the whole season. And then when she was, and also let it be said that she did get ganged up on. It was 3-1. I will give her that. She did good enough. When it was 3-1, I would give her that. But she ran with her tail between her legs, and she tried to kill Becca, the woman that didn't have no superpowers. But then didn't think about that you got a little super boy right there next to him. You probably shouldn't hurt his mommy. She did that. He blew her ass up, blew her legs and arm off, and unfortunately, he accidentally killed his mom. I think it like a stick or something impaled her throat, something like that. I couldn't really tell. I didn't know she was bleeding from the throat. Butcher had a moment when he looked like he wanted to grab that tie on and whack him upside the head. He didn't. Good on him. Throughout the season, I think that was the thing that Butcher had redeeming qualities, and because it was a part in like a couple episodes where he met his father, and his father brought out a bad side, and his mother, I think his mama brought him there so he would not be his father, because he hated his father, and his father was supposed to be a bad guy, and he didn't want to be his father. I think that was the whole thing that was going from his character standpoint. He's trying to get out of being a jerk, and like there was the part towards the end when he put Becca in the car with Mother's Milk to try to get them to try to help them get away. He was like, "Yo, I don't want my shit to, grow on the kid and stuff like that." Probably another reason why at the end he didn't stay with the kid or try to save him. He gave him up to the CIA to protect him because he didn't want his bad attitude, bad behaviors to become on the kid. I understand that. I don't want to have kids myself because of those same things. But I'm just playing. I think for Huey, one of the things that stood out, that was at the end of the show after they defeated Stormfront, defeated Homelander, because also Maeve, she had a video of Stormfront and Homelander. I want to say those names so much, but she had a video of Homelander from when they basically just let their plane crash with all the kids in, I think, season 1, and she found the video of that and she used that against him. She was going to use it against him because she know that what he loves the most is to be adored, and to be adored, because he talk a big game. Maybe eventually he will go off and kill a whole bunch of people. I mean, like, it ain't like he hasn't done it before, but like on a super mass level. But only time will tell. One of the things I didn't know about the comic books at all, Huey, all of the Frenchie, Mother's Milk, Butcher, they all had superpowers. I did not know that until I read some like little snippets of it from like the various websites. I didn't know that, but it would have been interesting to see what they do with, or if they eventually do it. Depends on how long they go. But just the thing I will say about Amazon, they shows seem to go very, very long. And I don't know how they numbers look, but reading the thing about why Netflix always end their season of some of their big shows after like the first 2 seasons or whatnot. So hopefully we get more season. We get a season 3 and then we get a season 4 of The Boys, because I'm really enjoying this series. One of the big reveals that I talked about in the first part of this video is the head popper. We found out that it is Victoria Newman, something like that. And she's now running for, I don't know if she's running for office, but I think she is. And Huey is going to be a part of that. And what I want to say about that is, for his part, Huey, throughout the whole season, he was trying to find his way. He was trying to step up and be a leader and things like that. And it necessarily didn't work out. So that's why towards the end, in the end, he was telling Starlight that he was going to take a different path. He was going to basically branch away from the boys. Like, Mother's Milk really didn't, I don't think he had, other than finding his kids and getting back to his wife and kid, that was like his only motivation that I saw from this show. Frenchie had the motivation of, he was trying to redeem himself from Lamplighter burning those kids. Lamplighter was he was supposed to be a mole for them. And then he actually had a nice little attire when they showed a little flashback. I liked it a little bit. I didn't know why they would call him Lamplighter when he was walking around with a cigarette lighter. But seeing that and then seeing it now, I understood that what I meant. It also was an interesting thing that I want to see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are. They sowed the seeds of it. It wasn't a nut house, but it was a mental institution that was framed it was framed as a mental institution, but it was actually like a place where they would run experiments on soups. Some of the soups got out. Some of the soups, I think some of the soups got out, but only one of the soups got out. Now that I think about it, only one of the soups got out, and she's kind of like a telekinesis type user. So I really want to see where that goes. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be like a I'm pretty sure she's gonna be a super villain in season 3. Cause she ain't gonna be no super. She ain't trying to be no superhero. I want to see how that works. I want to see is Stormfront after she got obliterated by the eye blast from Ryan. I want to see if she's gonna be back for season 3. I don't know. I haven't seen anything. I want to see what Jensen Ackles. I don't know how to say his name that good. Dean from Supernatural. I don't want to say that, but that's the character that he played. I want to see where he goes. I want to see where Homelander goes, because at the end he was jerking off on top of a tower for the world. Well, not for the world to see, but if you looked up, maybe you saw it. Butcher, his wife is dead. The kid that she's birthed, he's not really gonna be taken care of. I want to see where that goes. They're just gonna leave the kid alone, and I know that what Homeland is supposed to do. He's supposed to just leave him alone and not go after him anymore. But I kind of we don't know about Vought. Homelander will stay away, but I can't say the same thing about Vought. There's things I'm interested in season 3. I want to see what's going to happen with Victoria, because it seems like she's going to be a big player, major player in season 3. I don't know the soup name from the mental institution. I don't remember her name. I don't even think she did have a name, but I don't remember it. But she's going to play a bigger part. I guarantee she's going to play a bigger part in season 3. If not season 3, then maybe season 4. I don't know. I don't know how long they're going to go, but it got interesting things to the next season will be very interesting. They already greenlit. Don't know when they're filming, but I'm highly anticipating it already. If it sounds like I'm in the video, it's because I am. We got 22 minutes going, and I think that's enough. I didn't get to a lot of stuff that I want to get to, but to make a short video, I will do it. This is what I had to do. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, share, all that good stuff, man. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to do some more season or episodes, movie reviews. Want to put the E in entertainment with TV shows and stuff like that. I need to find some other stuff. If you made it this far, put some TV shows, some episodes or something down there in the bottom so I can do some reviews. I probably should have said this at the beginning, but I did not. I'm sorry. Again, really appreciate it. Peace.